Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well, especially those of you, most of you, who are indoors at the moment. Don't worry, we're gonna get through this. It is more of a marathon than a sprint, but we'll get there. Today we're gonna be talking about Gilligan's Island, more specifically about the name SS Minnow. We all know about the boat that the 7 passengers got on that eventually they got shipwrecked on. It was called the SS Minnow. Now when you think of minnow, the name itself, you'll most likely think about the small fish. Well, there's a little bit more to the story than that. There's a real reason why they called it the minnow. Now don't forget, in this video I will also be giving away a Gilligan's Island new sealed Season 3 DVD set with all the episodes from Season 3. It's one of the best of Gilligan's Island, so don't forget to watch the entire video to know how you can win. Now, as I mentioned, whenever we think of minnow, we think of possibly or most likely that little fish. Well, actually, the USS Minnow was actually named after a person. This person's name was Newton N Minnow, and it was spelled a little bit differently with one N versus the two. And this was a plan by Sherwood Schwartz, who was of course the creator of Gilligan's Island. He dubbed this man, Newton N Minnow, as the man who quote unquote ruined television. Now let's go back to what actually happened. Now he was the chairman, Mr. Minnow, Newton Minnow, of the Federal Communications Commission in 1961. Now he delivered a pretty famous address, a speech at a broadcasters convention, putting down and painting television in itself, the media, in a very negative light. Now, of course, that did not go well with some people. It was a very controversial topic, of course. Now, he was speaking for the government, and he denounced the most powerful communication medium as America's vast wasteland. Those are the exact words that he used. Now, since we're on this side of history, we all know that television became pretty much the most popular media of communication throughout history. So it was no surprise that the speech was disastrous. Here's what Sherwood Schwartz said about it. Quote, "Until his speech, the networks were conduits and they had no control of programming. Sponsors had more power and the creative people who created the shows had more authority. Minnow gave networks authority and placed the power of programming in the hands of 3 network heads who, for a long time, controlled everything coming into your living room. They eventually became the de facto producers of all primetime programs by having creative control over writing, casting, and even directing." Now, of course, this would make men like Sherwood Schwartz not really happy, and so when Gilligan's Island came about, which was of course after this big speech was made, he was thinking he needed to name the boat something, and this immediately came to his mind because it of course only happened a few years back. Now, according to him, he does not think that Newton Minnow ever knew about this inspiration that the boat was named in his honor, or more, let's say, his dishonor. But I think it's pretty funny because the boat itself was shipwrecked, being named the Minnow, and then his disastrous speech. There's a lot of metaphorical language in that and symbolism, but I think it's really cool to show that Gilligan's Island, if you take the show as a whole, even though it was canceled, it was regarded as one of the best and funniest sitcoms of the 1960s for even how silly it was. And so the last one who was laughing, of course, was Sherwood Schwartz and his little gem inside this nomenclature. Thank you so much, guys and gals, for watching. If you do want to know how to win the Gilligan's Island DVD, all you have to do is be a subscriber to this channel. It is so important. It's absolutely free, but it's so important to YouTubers like myself. Also, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and in the comments below, leave any comment you'd like about this video with the words minnow somewhere in it, and that's pretty much all you have to do. Then lastly, make sure to send me your mailing address, not in the comments, but you have to click on the link right below in the description. It'll take you to a page where you put your contact info, and from there I will choose the winner, making sure you've done all these things. Good luck. I will announce the winner in the next Gilligan's Island video. Thank you so much for the support as always, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to my Diamond tier patrons, Andrew B, Ricky, and David D. And thank you to every single one of my Patreons where I have exclusive content. Be sure to look in the description below for merchandise, Patreon exclusive content, as well as playlists where you can find other TV shows and sitcoms that I think you'll enjoy. We'll see you all next time.